Coach, a little exhibition action on Saturday. What are you hoping to learn from your team, or what did you think you learned from your team this past Saturday?
What did we learn from this last Saturday? We learned we have a lot of stuff to work on. We missed quite a few things, defensive assignments. We let one player score. I think he had close to 40 points. Nice player, don't get me wrong, but we can't let one guy score 40 points on us. We did have some freshmen and some new players step up, so that was good to see. And then some of our veterans returning players looked pretty good as well. But that was just an exhibition game. It really doesn't matter. The big one's this Friday against Adams State.
DJ Haynes, to get the full number on him, he had 35 but only had 9 in the second half, and it looked like Tommy Gove defensively really kind of shut him down. So talk about his defensive prowess.
Yeah, it's not one guy. If we were just playing one-on-one, then we'd have a lot more guys probably playing for us. But one-on-one basketball is not what we play. We play 5-man team basketball, and you got to be there on the help side. And so that was the big issue. I think Tommy did a pretty good job chasing him around, but it was the help side guys that kind of fell asleep and maybe just were focusing on their guy. So you got to play team basketball.
What do you like about this team going into your season, Tom, and what do you really see you need to work on?
We've got to get our chemistry better. We've got to get healthy. We've got a couple guys that have been out with injury, flu, things like that, and that just hurts. It doesn't matter if it's your top player, your bottom player. It just hurts with rotations, chemistry, everything like that. So everybody has those issues. I'm never going to make an excuse for that, but it's nice when you have everybody there in practice. And we've got a little different practice. We've had some different practices where everybody wasn't into the practice, and we've had some good practices lately, so that's a really big step for us. It's really early in the season as well. We've only had, I think, 15 practices, so a lot has to be built on some skills and some things like that, but then you also have to really develop that chemistry. And our offense was clicking, but it was against a little bit weaker team. It'll really be a good test for us on Friday and Saturday when we get a couple of RMAC teams coming in.
When you have a veteran like Chad back, knows your system.
Yep.
What does that mean for the Buffs? What does that mean for a coach?
Yeah, it's great having him, and then his counterpart was Jordan Evans and Tommy Gove, and Jordan, like I said, Jordan was out for, we just got him back. He didn't play in our first exhibition game at Northern New Mexico, and he's just coming back, and so he's still shaking some rust off, and those two play really well together, as well as Tommy. And then Ryan Quaid has been looking really good. He's been banged up a little bit, but he's been playing really well. And then Gage Prim has really given us another force inside as well. And we've got some guys that, like Jordan Collins, Drew Evans, guys that are coming back that have been in the system for a year. Just because you've been here for a year doesn't mean that you're going to play right away. You've got to earn it. And so there's some other guys, some freshmen, James Pennington, CJ Jennings. These guys are hungry and they want to do really well. And then obviously you have the local kid, Sterling White, down at Happy, and he can really shoot the basketball. He's got to get a little bit bigger, stronger, but he is such a good kid, good player, and he really picks up on things very quickly.
Go ahead.
What are some of the new pieces that have really impressed you so far in practice?
I think all of our guys have impressed me. I don't think there's one guy that really stands out over another player. Now, time will tell as the season goes on. Hopefully, some guys really improve, and some guys, hopefully they don't get worse with our coaching. Hopefully they can all improve. But some guys that might step up are guys that really practice hard, that really get after it, and really can pick up on what we're saying. Some guys, you can tell them something right away one time, and they know what they're going to do. Some guys, it's over and over and over, and they keep forgetting just little things, and you can't have those little things if you want to win a championship.
Talk about the events this weekend.
Events this weekend. We've got obviously our game at 7 o'clock, and then on Friday, 6 o'clock on Saturday, but then we also have an alumni game. We have over 40 plus alumni coming back. I don't know how many of those will play. Some might get up and down once or twice. We've actually, we've had some issues with our athletic training staff, but we've been guaranteed we'll have extra trainers here for that game because we might have a few go down. Hopefully not. But some of these guys are still in really good shape. Joseph Prince has been doing a lot of talking. He's ready to go. Garrett Brockman wants to go up against Coach Pillion from Amarillo High. And you know, it's going to be a lot of fun. Steve Jackson, also from Tascosa, is going to come down and play. And Chris Beard, who played professionally, is coming back to play. It's going to be a lot of fun. And then we have some former players, and Mickey Fitz and Milt Fitz, and Damian Lawler's supposed to be here. He's one of the all-time best buffs in the last 50 years. So we've got some really good players coming back. It'll be a lot of fun. Hopefully people can get out and watch them. And then they'll have time to meet them after the game as well, right before we play at 7 o'clock.
And then the 97 team?
Yeah, the 97-98 team, which Coach Pillion was part of, Mo Camara and others, it's the 20th anniversary of the Elite Eight. The only time that the men's team has made the Elite Eight, so we're honoring them. It's the 20th anniversary of the 97-98 team. Coach Cooper will be here. That was his team. And we've got a nice little presentation for them at the halftime of our game. And forgot to mention in that alumni game, Coach Cooper going up against former all-time great buff Jerry Schaefer. So those two will match wits in that alumni game and see who can come out on top.
Oh, what time's the alumni game?
5 o'clock.
Okay.
5 o'clock alumni game. They're going to start stretching at 3 o'clock to get ready for it.